Yeah. This is what we are talking about. Beam, 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 beam. Beam to the nation. Beam to the nation. Beam, 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 beam. Hey, stone by. You see, when we're telling you people, you thought we're joking. Stoneboy had a lot up his sleeve. The Beam concert was crazy. It was mad. It was epic. It was crazy. It was wild. Oh, how many of you were at the Beam concert? It was crazy. It was very crazy. You know, because of all these pandemics and things, the whole nation has been dull. But thanks to Beam Nation, we've been able to get back some energy. It was crazy. Did you see the performances? They were just, everybody brought their A game on. There was nobody's performance that was even down. Everybody was A level. And as for Stoneboy, he was on another level. But when it came to Beenie Man, hey, we have to respect that artist, Beenie Man. He's wild. Hey, you know these Jamaican artists, they're on just a different planet. They are on, it's not a different level, it's a different planet. Hey, did you see what he was doing to the dancers? And did you see how he was continuing? Did you see the freestyles? This is what we are talking about. It was crazy. It was very crazy. See, even after the show, we were still heated up. We were still turning up. We were still screaming on top of our voices. It was wild. The many different artists, every one of them did what they could do. Famia was brilliant. Episode was crazy. Episode came with a different costume. Nobody ever imagined Episode was that creative. Episode, I think Episode is one of those artists who has been underrated in Ghana. Seriously, I think Episode is one of the dancehall artists who has been underrated in Ghana. Episode was crazy. We saw Kofi Kinata's performance too. Hey, Kofi Kinata, so hard you. This guy has rap. He had the whole crowd singing word to word, and when he was rapping, it was just too much. But back to Episode came in this costume here, some troop, and you see when Episode comes, there's just some vibe with it. You can just feel some spirit. There's just some lifting up. That's just crazy. Episode was wild. That's Episode right there in the orange costume, performing like never before. He had all his whole body maxed up, and then later in the show he removed the one on his face so we could see him a little, but it was crazy. And Episode is also a very good freestyle artist. We never knew Episode could do that much of a good freestyle. And then people were surprised when Samini was pulled on stage. Wow, because of the history between Samini and Stoneboy in the past. For those of you who have been following dancehall, you know that Stoneboy actually emerged from Samini's music group. That was back in the day, but then after some misunderstandings later on, Samini and Stoneboy had to part ways. Though they parted ways in some way that was not too understandable. Shatawale brought a little pepper in it, and then it was heated up. So Stoneboy and Samini were not too good like that. But then at this show, we've seen that Stoneboy and Samini, they've thrown all those things in the past. Even Beenie Man was grateful that the two of them were reconciled and were able to perform together. So it was crazy. A lot of people had this vibe of those days where Samini and Stoneboy were performing and making those beautiful records for all of us to enjoy. But the show was crazy. I'm telling you, I'm still feeling fired up right here. Beam, 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 beam. Beam Nation, Beam Nation, beam, 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 a beam, 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 a beam, a beam, a beam, 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 beam. Wow, it was crazy, and there were some crazy dancers. So, hey, where are those girls from? Those girls that were dancing. There were different ladies that came to dance at the show, but there were these particular ones. Those group that one of them danced with Beenie Man. Wow, the girls were very good. Their choreography was amazing. They were of course they exposed a lot of their bodies, which some of us were not too happy about. But of course, there were still many of the guys in the crowd who were happy to see the ladies dressed like that, showing a lot of body and just a little clothes. A lot of people were very happy to see that. You should have seen how the crowd was shouting when the girls were dancing and they were shaking their things. The boys in the crowd were shouting. I'm telling you, for a second I was even afraid that they were going to jump on stage and then grab this woman, because the way they were screaming and the things they were seeing, only God knows. We're grateful that nothing went out of control. There was security there, also who were keeping things under control, though it wasn't very easy for them. You know, in the past we've seen things like this where Miss Bell was performing and then guys would climb the stage and then put their fingers in places that it's not supposed to go. You know, all these types of things that have happened. So I was just a little skeptical watching and hoping something like this was not going to repeat, because those girls that came to dance at the show, they were very hot, and in fact they were revealing too much. Let's be honest, they were revealing too much, but we understand this is the type of show that these things happen. So we'll not penalize, we'll not criticize them too much. And even when you think about it, this is the type of show that Beenie Man is used to. You know, in Jamaica, this thing that you were seeing, people were shouting when Beenie Man was dancing with a girl, and then he made a girl bend down doggy, and then was doing those their Jamaican dances. But this thing is normal, it's not anything. Listen, if a Jamaican sees the Jamaican hotel who is not anything that they've seen more than this, and it is true. In Jamaica, all their artists, they have this crazy, the dancehall ones, they have this crazy dance where they really, get ladies. They can jump even from the air and land on them. This is what we call here atopa. That type of dance, they do it a lot. It's like a tradition. So Beenie Man doing it was not too, strange to me. It's just that the people in the crowd were screaming, and the girl too was enjoying it too. These dancers, wherever they get them from, whoever knows, the girl was enjoying. And Beenie Man, he's a pro, he's a general. He was doing some different moves, and hey, these Jamaicans, had you rough. I remember quite some time. I watched this. What's his name? Alkaline. Then another time too, I watched another. Was it Vibes Cartel? Then there's one other dancehall Jamaican artist, I've forgotten. His own was crazy. And then there's this lady dancehall artist also who emerged, who was also very wild with these types of dances. And then of course when Miss V came, Miss V's dressing, we don't know whether she wanted to be a tiger or a lioness or a cheetah or a leopard. But Miss V's dressing was, it got the whole crowd saying, because it was very, very sukrabo. It's a word that you have to understand. It was sukrabo. And so, yes, when she was performing and Stoneboy joined her to, do those their things. Back in the day, Stoneboy and Miss V, people were speculating that there was something going on between them. But now Stoneboy is married, so no more chance for him and Miss V to do anything. So it's only on stage here that they can do this lobby thing. After the show, go back home to your wife. No time to joke anymore. Yes. We also found out that Louisa Song was also in the crowd. Stoneboy's wife. She was also there watching, because she has to guard the property. She doesn't like the woman fooling too much around her husband. So she had to make sure that the husband will know that she's around there, so that not follow these Jamaican people. You see the way Beenie Man was doing these dances. She doesn't want her husband to go to that level. So Stoneboy was prevented from going to this level. Stoneboy was doing the normal atopa with Miss V and the like. But you see this move right now. This one, we don't know whether it's wheelbarrow or kangaroo, or we just don't know which move this is. But these Jamaicans, they have a lot of this move. Just look at the contact. And this girl, she's very acrobatical. Only her hand is supporting the ground. Only her hand, and she was in that position while Beenie Man was training atopa at the same time, performing, rapping. I'm telling you, this was crazy. Bim, and somebody came in a very beautiful Mercedes, man. When he came to the show, there was so much commotion, and an open top, straight, no roof, straight one, no roof, just the windscreen, no roof, Mercedes, straight one, no roof, sweet white, beautiful, nice, classy one. And oh, come on, man, the show was crazy. Bim, bim, hey bim, hey bim. Why that shaman boy say bim, hey bim. And how many of you saw what was happening outside at the car park and on the roads? Hey, some guys came to perform some car stunts, and then as well there were some bikers who also came to perform. But I paid particular attention to the cast, and because already we knew that there were these Ashaman boys were going and these Nima boys were going to come and do those adaga with their motorbike, so we were already expecting that. But there was some guy who came with some cars, some saloon cars, and then there was one too that, well, I don't know whether it was a Range Rover. There was a certain 4x4 was black. They were doing some actually on the roads, but that time getting close to the end of the performance, some did it before, some did it a little in the middle, but getting close to the end of the performance, they were doing it crazy on the streets on the other side. So those of you who were outside, who were not able to go, at least you were entertained outside there to watch those things. But it was crazy. The show was crazy. A lot of people realized that all this COVID and all this pandemic variant, why, masks, nose, it has just taken a lot of energy out of Ghanaians. So you see, as this show was made to play like this, hey, people got back those energy, those feelings of 3-4 years ago, when things were all vibrant and smooth and all cranky before this pandemic came to destroy all this, getting close to people, touching people, kissing people, hugging people. Now, Ghana, I'm sure right now nobody's afraid of this virus anymore. If you see the type of things and performance that were happening on stage, the virus, if the virus was a human being and he sees, the virus himself ran away. Hey, Beenie Man, I respect Beenie Man. From today, hey, Beenie Man is crazy. Beenie Man has some energy that we don't know where he gets it from. He was just on point. Beenie Man was on point. He was on point. You know, and he had this control over the crowd and the stage that was amazing. You know, sometimes when you are from a different country, you can't really control the crowd like the way when you're in your country. But Beenie Man had just this sweet control over the crowd, and everything was, he just handled things properly when he was on stage. He was so wild. And as for the dance, everybody was watching when the lady was, bending down and doing those things, and Beenie Man was holding Beenie Man raised a leg, and Beenie Man was dancing those their Jamaican dance. Hey, this our artists, they are chilling. No, seriously, they are chilling. So all these women will just come and grind them free like that because it's a show. Hey, I think I have to stop this job and become a musician. What? Come and perform some dancehall artists, perform some dancehall songs, and then I'll become one of the dancehall artists in this. Because you can't just, this is what comes with the job. You get free women to grind them, wheelbarrow, doggy, kangaroo, all the moves. You do it with them on stage, live and call it. Nobody can stop you. You do it there live, free show. Everything was showing beautiful. Wow, Beenie Man is crazy. Beenie Man was crazy. But shout outs to Bhim Nation. Shout outs to Bhim Nation. Shout outs to Ashaman. Ashaman boys came to represent. And shout outs to all those other Bhim Nation, who were from other towns. There was a few guys from La Paz. The La Paz boys, they can't worry small with the cars and then the Camrys and the rest. They worry small. They can't worry small. The La Paz boys, then Fadama. Then some Bhim Nations came from McCarthy Hill. They were wild. All was crazy. And then Kwaukesi, I can't forget Kwaukesi. Kwaukesi was brilliant. When Kwaukesi came on stage, mad time. Madness, abodam. We have dambo and kasa, dambo, abodam, crazy. Yeah, I think this show was actually a crazy show. Just all the elements of crazy were in there. The only thing that was not too crazy, that was not in there was Shatter. I'm telling you, but aside that, everything was crazy in here. It was wild. Everything. Kwakwese did brilliantly on show. Kofi Kenata was amazing. All of the arts, even Miss V, she was beautiful. She was sweet, man. And her attire, her costume was very sexy. Hey, Miss V. We saw things. A lot of people they exercise their eyes at the show. People exercise their eyes. We will not lie to you. People exercise their eyes a lot. It was wild. Beam to the nation. Hey! Oh please, we want this show to happen again. Even some people are saying that it should happen in January again. They should do another one because this was amazing. This was one of the shows that was really able to crown the year with with a smile, with laughter, with joy. Plenty people see. I was surprised that even when it was time, I was thinking, it's past time, it's done right now, but still people were tired, but they were still standing. People still wanted to see more performance. People were were still watching. People were still up. There were people drinking lots of water and taking drinks, but still they wanted, to be energized for the show. And I was like, hey, people can really like stay this long. Is it because they've missed the show, or they were really prepared for it, or these are just Beam Nation fans? It was amazing. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was beautiful. Well, one more time, shout outs to Beam Nations. You did very well. You did very well. Like I said, there was a lot of choreography and a lot of rehearsals before this show, so we were not surprised. It's that a lot of it took us by storm. There was so much heat and energy in there. So shout outs to Beam Nation again. Stone boy, let it go, let it go, let it go. Thank you viewers for listening and watching. Let us see what you think about his performance, and even generally all those who performed. You can leave your comments in the section below. Let us know what you thought about Beenie Man's grinding and Atopa Jamaican dance, his performance, and all of the things you want to say. Were you at the performance? Were you not? Let us know what you feel in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a very nice day. Hey, beam, 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 beam.